Hello guys, it's Wada, and today we're gonna play Syberia, the world before. We're gonna continue where we ended, so while we're hiking on the mountain. Is the guys out? Sadly I cannot do this joke, which I wanted to, but you have to just trust on me. So, is the guys, I'm not sure how it is for you, but I, while being sober, cannot. Wait, let me hit. They will climb the glass. Cannot do this while being sober. Okay, but in all seriousness, don't try hiking while being drunk or having a bad equipment. Reach the refuge. Oh, by the way, Gabriel.
Pretty sure that's a bad idea. Tempting, though.
I agree with that. You have betrayed us yesterday. I just was angry at you.
When was the last time anyone was here?
So Kate is just saying that no one is using this place anymore? With so nice nature and all?
Not exactly welcoming. I'd better find a way to the refuge. No one here. Hardly surprising. Thanks, but no thanks. How nice.
Okay, it's for fast travel.
The refuge must have been a popular destination for vacationers.
Okay, just go by the doors.
It's so beautiful, so calm. But what am I doing here? Well, they say bad things come in threes. First Mother's death, then poor Katusha, and now Oscar. I can't believe I've lost him again. Am I doomed or what? Thank goodness I've still got the girl in the painting. Something to hang my hopes on. But maybe I'm just kidding myself. And why me? Why not Katusha? Why did she have to die?
Bruh.
It's like this painting has chosen me. Oh, it's a beautiful place. Don't know what I expect to find here, though. Yet somehow it feels right. Can't say why. I mean, why am I so sure this mountain refuge has anything to do with the painting?
Actually,
Maybe I'm just a hopeless optimist. Or a lost dreamer. I guess there's only one way to find out.
I don't wonder about one thing, because in Syberia 3 we are in cold places, right? But I don't think that this place, or even when we were on the ground, was so cold. So why are we wearing a jacket and all? Scarf?
Herr Müller was right. It's quite a walk to the refuge. Well, I guess the sooner I head out, the sooner I get there.
Seven kilometers later. Admit the view before you set off again. What view?
Bit too close to the edge, if you ask me. I should find a safer spot. Wow, what a fantastic view. I should try and find a better spot to admire it from. If what I read about the region is true, Switzerland should be nearby, on the other side of those mountains. Oh, man. I guess that's the refuge, way over there.
So refuge is like
Gotta get
schronisko in Polish.
That is stunning.
Exactly. It is. Right. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Oh, by the way. Yeah, and I have completed. Let's check out how will it look like without the reshade. Yeah, nice difference.
I better be careful here. Too many fallen trees and wobbly rocks for my liking.
Yeah, I think one of the trees or rocks will just fall down in a second. So someone will be staying on me. What timing! Mother of God! I can't say it in better moment. Oh my God. I'm surprised that even predict that.
What do we have here?
You tell me.
In memory of all mountain resistance fighters. It doesn't look old at all.
Right. So someone was here before.
Looks like all sorts of wild animals live in these mountains. Hiking tips? Thanks, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Plan your trip and inform others about the route you have chosen. Adapt the planned routes according to your ability and weather conditions. Pay attention to weather and avalanche warnings even on a short trip. Be equipped so you can help yourself and others. Yeah, speaking of which, once I have gone with my father in mountains, right? And I do remember that my father was always prepared for anything. And when we entered one of our hikings, right? Then suddenly when we were just going down, someone, I don't know, they make a bad step and was blooding a little from the foot. And I do remember that we borrowed / give them bandages and this disinfection water. So yeah, it was kind of funny that we were so prepared and that, but they didn't. To safe roads. Know how to recognize avalanche terrain and unsafe ice. Use a map and compass. I always make sure you know where we are. Oh, yeah, and by the way, I have been hiking once in Japan, and also I remember it's not about hiking. I mean, it's not about helping now, but I remember that I was with some Portugal or I mean someone who was speaking in other language, right? And I remember that I was saying konnichiwa to everyone which we passed, and they were saying it back, because it's unspoken rule to greet each other while hiking, because you can need their help in the future. Don't be ashamed to turn back like unintentions would do. Save your energy and seek shelter if you feel weak or tired. Make sure you are able to get back to the nearest shelter at all times. Read other hikings. Oh, It's what I just said, so greet other hikers. If you want to greet like the locals do, you'll say Grüezi in Swiss German, Guten Tag in German, Bonjour in French, or Buongiorno in Italian, depending on the region you are hiking in. I cannot believe it. It's 7:18 in here. So beautiful. And just no matter what, that you are staying silent. I expected knock or something.
Well, that was one heck of a walk.
Yes, are just enough. Oh, a ladder.
On. A ladder now?
Yes.
Okay, let's just do this.
I won't mind be below the gate, if you get me.
Pretty sure there must be another way. Oof.
I just hope so. I just what to do in situation like this. Go first or let your boyfriend go first.
Finally. Oh. That must provide energy to the refuge.
Let's break it. But in all seriousness, let's just go in and eat something hot. Hot like onion rings. And just why you'd like to take a look at his ass? I'm not joking. It's a serious question. Oh, Kate Walker demo? Soon?
I've seen that before. That must be it.
Oh, let's use this telescope. But yeah, it seems the same.
Now I should try to find a matching point somewhere.
But I can literally see it. Here.
Those sharp peaks, they look exactly the same.
I agree with that. So why do I have to compare other things then?
That's not specific enough to draw any solid conclusions.
Bruh. What else you would expect? Railings. I don't know. This? No, wait. Actually...
No matching points here. I should try something else.
Yeah, I agree. Hill. I don't know. It kinda looks like it.
No, it doesn't match.
It's head shaped? What? This then?
That rock wall. It can't be a coincidence.
Yeah, right. Okay, so now I have a perception of this moment. Of this place, I mean. Huh. Slice this. Will it be around here? No, I cannot even select. Then what? No, I cannot even cancel it.
No matching points here. I should try something else.
Ready? It's ready?
Just what I was looking for. Perfect.
Okay, I thought I need to click on the map first. Welcome,
Wow.
lady.
Hardly changed at all.
Oh,
Breathtaking, isn't it, Fräulein?
but I thought it's Indiana Jones because of the hat.
It is called the Silberspiegel, our local pride.
Judging from my painting, it wasn't that different.
Angels, how do you know if your ass is good?
Ma'am,
Just
is
look-
everything all right?
Yeah, she looks like... Oh, she recognized that. I mean,
Just that
she...
you
ah,
look very much like the person in the picture.
yeah, yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
So, you do know her then, don't you?
Can't say I don't, but it was a very long time ago.
Actually, I've come a very long way to find out about her. I would really like to know who she is, or was. It's very important to me, you see?
And why is that, Fräulein?
Fraulein. Because I always thought it's Fraulein.
I made a promise to a friend who happened to save my life before losing her own.
I see. By the way, what is your name?
Oh, Walker. Kate Walker.
I am Lenny Renner.
Nice to meet you, Frau Lenny.
Demoiselle, my dear. My legs never did manage to get me to church in time.
Demoiselle.
Well, Fräulein Walker, 1930.
Oh, let's go back in time now.
Oh, that was before the war, when I could still run like the fawn wind. Father was the manager in those days.
Oh my god. Okay, that's funny. Cannot go back to church in time.
It was one summer evening that the whole story of your painting began. I remember it like it was yesterday. A group of scientists were staying at the refuge to prepare for an expedition to some faraway place in the east. They were being trained by a local alpinist who was to guide them. His name was Leon Kabatis.
Leon S. Kennedy.
Oh, handsome as a Greek god he was, and an Olympic champion no less, very popular with the ladies. And he was lovely to me, would give me a wink and a smile whenever I served him his beer. "Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny," he would say, in French, if you please. Made me feel like a proper little madam. But then Frau Junter would always shoo me away.
Frau Junta?
Must have been in her mid-20s. But of course, to me, she was an old hag. Past it. And I didn't like the way she bossed my Leon around with that camera of hers.
You
The
Leon?
refuge was buzzing. Everyone was jolly. And the scientists were there, debating as usual about this and that. A cheerful bunch, really, despite their disputes. Except, that is, for one. Frank Hoss was his name. Preferred his own company. Though I could see, even with my young eyes, he was devious as the devil.
But what about the girl in the picture?
Well, she was there that evening too. She had come to work through the summer. Her name was Dana. Dana Rose. Ah, she was as cute as a button and well-mannered with it. Even father was sweet as a lamb to her.
Take care of the scientist drinks, then go round taking orders. And have a look at the stove while you're at it.
A lot of quests.
Yes, Herr Gustav.
Will you be alright now, Dana? It's the first busy night since you started, so just ask if there's anything you need to know. Alright, my lovely?
Lovely.
Thank you, Herr Gustav, but it looks pretty straightforward. I'll be fine.
I like her accent.
Off you trot then, my lovely.
Leon
Keep
S. Oh.
smiling, and you'll have them carrying your tray for you.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of nice. Now we'll just give ourselves, I mean,
I
Kate,
need to serve those drinks to the scientists.
one spice beer to never. I guess it's an alcohol.
What a strange mechanism. It reminds me of the automatons on
I
the
mean-
musical square.
I mean, a beer. Inspect the painting on the table? Ah. Wait, what? Okay, let's give them the beer. I'm not sure who
I
ordered
should
what.
go on the other side of the counter. Those drinks won't get served by themselves.
Wait, what? Oh, I thought they are inspectors. Scientists. What am I even doing?
I need to add more wood in the fire.
I do. Fire the hole.
It's not
One
enough.
more.
I need to feed the fire more.
With what? With the shoes. Huh?
Looks all good to me.
And this?
Better try another one.
Number 4. Okay, what am I even doing? I think it's for the future, but I started to play with it. I don't know why, don't ask me.
This mechanism controls the air intake, if I remember correctly. Herr Gustav didn't have time to fix it.
Ah, so you have to. But yeah, it's for the future.
Looks all good to me.
I found what is broken.
Those paintings. I think Herr Gustav wanted me to help him choose the one he should buy. He must have left me a note somewhere.
Dinah, I have a little favor to ask of you. Young Leon, S. Kennedy, that penis is trying to fuck me off with one of his paintings. Does them in his spare time. I grant you that they might not be masterpieces, but they are well painted. At least I can see what they are. And I would be dead to hang one of on my wall. Besides, Leon estates and lad and brings in the customers. So I thought as your father sells them, and I know stop. I will ask you to choose. Thanks for helping. By the way, we have a sentence. I grant you that they might not be masterpieces. But guys, to be honest, in our schools, I mean Polish ones, someone will say that no, how could you use they? It should be those or these paintings or those paintings. No, you cannot use they because those are not people, those are objects, you know? Guys, do you think I'm right or
Take
not?
a closer look at those paintings before choosing one.
I think this one looks better.
I think I'll pick this one.
And I think that's what we will see as Kailh in the future. Rather in the... Actually, never mind. Present? Oh, in the present. But seriously, once I...
There's no one to serve upstairs. And besides, there's still much to do down here. I don't want to let Herr Gustav down.
Once I was watching one movie, and someone
Leon,
said...
dear, do make an effort.
And someone was standing by someone's car, right? And they said to someone, is that you? Like literally, is that you? But he meant the car. Like, is that your car? But no, he said, is it you? Is it you? Once again, someone would lie, shout that it's wrong.
Lenny,
Crikey, you nearly had me jump out of my skin.
what have you got there?
Oh, it's a camera lens, that's all.
A camera lens. Doesn't belong to you though, does it, Lenny? Lenny?
Didn't say it did. It's Frau Junter's, if you want to know.
Oh wait, it's this
Who's
old
this
lady
Frau
from the
Junter
present.
anyway?
Ginger Junter, over there.
She married?
Oh no, too old to marry now. She's way past 20, you know. That's
I
why
never
she
understood.
brought
Too
Leon,
old to marry.
because he's
Why?
young and handsome.
How can you be too old To marry, of course.
Lenny,
Face. Lenny face!
And she didn't have a go of her gear anyway. I only wanted to help her film something. I bet she's jealous.
Lenny face.
Lenny,
Face.
what is so special about Frau Junta's equipment that makes you want to steal it?
Borrow it.
All right, borrow it.
Can't you see? Who would be interested in Ginger Junta if she didn't have a camera, huh? She's too old for Leon. She uses it so she can be the centre of attention, you know.
I know.
Is that what you want?
No, not exactly. Besides, there's nothing to do here.
I do understand, Lenny, but
No, you don't. Feels like a prison here sometimes, all on my own. When I grow up, I'll live at the top of a building in the big city, and I'll have a swimming pool on my roof.
believe me, I do understand, Lenny. Because of my coughing fits, I've sometimes had to stay in my room for weeks on end. Imagine that, nothing to see but the same four walls.
Oh, right. Must have been pretty tough, I guess.
That's why I took up the piano. Do you like doing anything special, Lenny?
I suppose I like making stuff with Papa. He's got ever such clever hands, you know. But he's always so busy in the summer.
Let's be friends then, shall we?
You won't tell on me then?
Not now that we're friends.
You promise?
I do.
I promise.
Come on, Leon. Show me your energy, your youth. Oh dear, you look more like my old Aunt Helga.
What am I even looking at?
Better not interrupt them. That Frau Junta wasn't exactly friendly earlier with Lenny.
And that they will be mad that we didn't ask for their...
Another creation of Herr Gustav. I guess he won't mind if I take a quick look. The highest peak in the region. Little Lenny said that it's the keeper of the border with Switzerland, and that it's supposed to feed on the souls of those who have been swept away by the mountain. This path leads to Switzerland. One needs to be guided.
Oh, sorry.
The Devil Pass starts here. The end of the road for an inexperienced hiker like me, I guess. The Silberspiegel, the heart-shaped rock face that gave its name to the refuge. Madonna laces.
Ah, that's what... Okay.
There, like that.
I must remember to serve the scientists. Herr Gustav put the tankards near the casks on the other side of the counter.
Where?
What a strange mechanism. It reminds me of the automatons on the musical
Which
square.
one? S. Kennedy? Or this one? Oh,
Here's the Nebel. Birne, huh?
okay, so I need... tunable. Syberia is a beer, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
One burner, right?
It's empty. I need to
Mother of
change.
God. Okay, one burner, right?
Looking forward to hearing.
What a sound. And two spikes. Okay. Agents, you are surprised that I didn't zoom in once again. Oh, speaking of beer, should I grab another one? If everyone is drinking? I'm just why. Ta-da! If everyone is drinking, why cannot I?
That should be it. Let's serve these gentlemen now.
I'm not sure why this guy by the corner won't give us that.
No, we'll have to
Okay.
go higher, I'm telling you. But my point is that it's highly improbable that any primate will be able to survive so high up, let alone thrive.
And
Okay.
if they were thriving, we wouldn't be looking for them, would we? I say they've taken to the higher ground, and they only come down to steal livestock and game.
Look out, chaps.
Gentlemen, your drinks?
Ah, good on you, lassie. Horst, make yourself useful and pass these around. First day, is it? Better make a wish then.
All right, I will. I wish you would tell me what all those maps are for.
Ah, that I can grant you. They show all the different locations of an expedition we're planning.
I see you haven't come just for the view then.
Oh no, Fraulein. We're only here for the beer and a pretty smile.
Oh,
That's our trainer out there. Supposed to knock this scraggly lot into shape for the big climb in Baltayar.
Belliar! Belliar, pala, Belliar!
Right. And what's that one of, if you don't mind me asking?
That is Baltayar,
Belliar.
a remote region in the mountains of northern China.
Wait,
That's where I'll
do you have like 10
find
clocks in
a
here?
couple of weeks.
And what's this expedition for?
Well, keep it to yourself, but the code name is Origin. And if I have my way, it will likely change the way we perceive humanity.
And what about you, gentlemen?
Well, let me introduce you to my dream team. Horst Sauer, talented anthropologist and frequent but worthy pain in the ass your mother. Rudolf Jäger, distinguished ethnologist. And last but not least, Albert Bauer.
Paleontologist.
And yourself?
Reinhard Berger, biologist.
As Herr Berger says, we're here to train
And Attack on Titan reference?
expedition.
In return for funding for
Jäger
our
and
project
Brown?
back home.
And for the love of science.
Yeah, just in that.
Oh, yes, of course, Herr Berger. I'm sure
Herr
none of us
Burger.
would be here otherwise, would we?
Hamburger.
And what about you, my lovely?
Oh, I'm Dana. I'm working here during the holidays, that's all. I'm curious to know what this Origin expedition is all about, though. If it's not top secret, that is.
Put it this way, Fraulein Dana. If, when, we discover what we're looking for, you will no doubt remember this conversation as your claim to fame. You will tell your grandchildren that you served the Origin team, The team that discovered none other than the missing link of the superior race of humans, the Australopithecus habilis, the direct ancestor...
Oh, he has a scar on his cheek.
Or, more vulgarly put, the abominable
I
snake.
think this guy behind will scream or
Oh,
something.
I see. Now I get why it's called Origin.
Whatever we find, whatever we call it, it's likely to send shockwaves all through the world of anthropology. It will help us to explain how we evolved from Australopithecus to modern man.
I like this
And then
little
became-
touch that when
He's
she
off again. Get him
put
started on
down the
anthropology and he's like a
cap,
bolted
we could
horse.
hear it.
I don't think Fraulein Dana wants you to clobber her with your explanations, Horst.
I might only be a waitress, but actually I find it quite interesting.
Only.
Well, Fräulein, the Origin expedition could lead us to a totally new series of studies, or even reveal a new mode of tribal organization, or a micro-society, by the discovery of a specimen that may well have played a major role in the evolution of modern man.
Come, gentlemen, here's to the Brown Shadow for generously sponsoring this expedition, which
Brown
is sure
Shadow.
to redefine our understanding of mankind.
Oh, I see we're fraternizing with the personnel, gentlemen.
Just giving a toast to our generous sponsor, Herr Hertz.
May I remind you that this mission, financed by my party, is confidential? Do you know what that means, Dr. Berger?
Yes, Herr Hertz.
It means, gentlemen, it is strictly forbidden to communicate any details or objectives to anyone outside our circle, let alone to the first waitress to come by twinkling her eyelashes. Fraulein, as soon as you're done here, I suggest you get back to your chores.
What a brute.
That is one of the inconveniences of working with a heavily politicized private sponsor. But he's just doing his job. And I suppose, like anything else in life, there has to be some compromise to get what one desires. So, think nothing of it, Fraulein. It is the way of science. Indeed, it is the way of the world.
The way of the world, Herr Berger? I'm sorry, but in case you do not know, let me tell you what members of the Brown Shadow do to Vagarans like me. They smash windows. They assault innocent people for no reason at all. They are fascists and criminals, Herr Berger. With all due respect, don't you feel ashamed to be associated with such tyrants?
I would be careful when expressing such extreme accusations, Fraulein. There are always overzealous members of any party, always have been. And even so, we are not politicians. We do not claim to save humanity. Our job is to explain how it came about. Why, if the scientific community had to halt progress at every political crossroads, then humanity would never have advanced any further than Homo erectus.
Dana! Dana! Chop chop! This isn't a French parlor, my girl.
Yes, Herr Gustav. I'd better go. Thank you, gentlemen. That should be it for the fire. But I think there's something wrong with the airflow. Herr Gustav didn't have time to fix it.
So what I have to do? Ask him?
Wow, I've never seen a stove like this. It must be one of Herr Gustav's inventions that everyone talks about down in Wagen.
Off you go, my girl. You'll be fine.
I'm not sure if I have to grab something. I cannot. Then we just have to go on with the stone. Stuff. But not covering Taro, Aija. Not covering Taro. I recognize this logo. Can I take help?
Looks all good to me.
Hmm.
According to the dials on the stove, there's a problem with the air intake. I'll need to adjust it directly using the stove valves. Herr Gustav didn't have time to fix it.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Just not sure what I have need to touch. This?
No. Looks all good to me. That one is loose.
Oh.
That should fit pretty much anywhere on the stove.
He didn't have the time to fix it, and I did it within a minute. Bruh.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
That's it. I'm done here. I've done all that Herr Gustav told me to do. I'd better go and tell him.
All right.
Fine. No more orders and everyone's served.
That's the go. Now listen, Dana. I know, you know, the brown shadow is dangerous, right? So for heaven's sake, keep your feelings to yourself. And refrain from answering her burger back like you did, eh? The brown shadow is not something you can just chit-chat about.
But
Look, it's not safe. And it will only come back and bite you. Mark my words, Dana. Especially in today's climate.
I only...
Dana, I know. Just be careful. No one wants problems with fascists. You get my drift? And maybe next time I'll give you advice, like I did earlier. Just take it. Just listen to old Gustav. Got it? If in doubt, before you go jumping in with your 2 feet, come and see old Gustav. Got it?
It what?
So,
He said it twice?
you're still after the academy in the fall, are you not? What you waiting for, then? Get back to your practicing and play us a nice tune while you're at it.
All right then, I will. Thank you, Herr Gustav.
Play something melodious this time. It'll make a nice change from the military pieces some of the patrons have been requesting of late.
But they are really like her outfit. I mean, this top of hers. The sweater.
Well, Herr Gustav did a pretty good job repairing that key I broke yesterday.
Okay. I think we will have a change of perspective soon. It would be kind of fun if she would play Syberia demo. I don't recognize this though. Oh, now I do. Bakamitai, dame.
Leon, what are you doing? I want to catch the light.
Then catch it. What's the problem? She kinda reminds me of main character from Velvet Assassin. Do you know the game? What is even going on here? Gabriel Sosa. But yes, she kinda looks like the main protagonist from the series. Ah, okay. S.O. Pharaohs. Twice. Gabriel. Now everyone will clap.
Oh, gosh, I hope I haven't...
Bravo! Bravo! Bravo!
Bravo. Bravo.
Clap!
Clap.
How can you clap? Oh, so you like the noise, do you?
Here's our punchkin.
Do you? Well, you should be ashamed! Ashamed, I say! To applaud the music
What?
of a treacherous Polish separatist! Rebel rousing!
Polish?
It's this kind of rebel rousing that puts the poison of Marxist Bulgarian ideology in the minds of honest people! And those who partake in its vulgarization are accessories to treason!
You are drunk, Herr Hoss.
Out of my way, boy.
Okay, now I got surprised
Come,
with that
fella.
push word.
Best clear off until the dust settles.
You should have seen me then, Fräulein Walker. I was so young and eager to witness whatever could happen between Dana and Leon. I needed to know, to be included, one way or another.
Oh, Lenny, why don't you leave the piano to those who actually know how to play it, huh?
What a fiasco.
Don't you have some dolls to dress or something?
What? Talk to me.
A blasted fight. That's all I need. Lenny, don't! Give them some space, would you?
Maybe by the window? Space? And this is how I meet your mother. Oh, wait. The upper floor. Actually, wait. Are we gonna say something about this? Or the painting?
Dana did a good job. It's nice and warm in here now, but maybe a bit too much for Herr Hoss.
And just why are you laughing?
So, that's the painting Dana thinks father should buy from Leon. Nice choice.
Oh, Indiana Jones hat. Kappa. Let all that YouTube been done in love. They think only about guys.
I'm so glad I started this collection of photos. When I grow up, I'll travel all around the world and photograph everywhere I go. When I'm old, the wall will be covered with them. Honestly, Junta is not that good. I'm sure I could do better if only I could practice a bit.
No kiss.
You all right? Yeah, I thought so.
It's just that if I had retaliated, I would have lost my job, you know? Believe me, I came this close to not being able to pay for my studies at the academy after the holidays.
Forget it. He was blind drunk. Won't even remember it come tomorrow. All Gustav could see it wasn't your fault. Besides, you didn't see him after your performance. Ecstatic he was.
There are more and more people like that brute. They don't even bother to hide their hatred anymore. It's like they've been given a mission, or perhaps I should say permission, to abuse people like me, as if Vagarans had suddenly become the scourge of society. And we're powerless to act because if we did, we'd lose our home. My parents, they've become a bundle of nerves. They can't sleep at night. Only last week, our shop window got smashed again, and our neighbors, they couldn't care less, and neither could the authorities. I'm sorry. I've upset you, haven't I?
You've put my own suspicions into words, Fraulein. Because what you say about the Brown Shadow is true, and that's what worries me. I used to think they were just a bunch of cranks in their ridiculous uniforms. But now I can see these lunatics really are serious. Deadly serious.
But you did know who was behind the Origin expedition.
Never gave it much thought, to be honest. Only met Huss and the scientists today. For me, They were no different from any other group I've trained. If I'd have known that, I'd have had second thoughts. Actually, do you know what?
What?
I'm going to stop training them.
Can you do that?
It's still a free country, right? So after a few weeks' notice, I'll be off the hook. At least, I get to spend the summer here with you. Painting.
Oh, brother!
But I don't paint.
No, you play. I paint. It's my passion. And you can be my muse.
Is that what you say to all the girls?
No. Never.
Hello, you two lovebirds. Everyone's going to bed, so you better come back inside or you'll catch cold, or worse.
And that's how Dana pipped everyone at the post. It only took one look for Leon to fall head over heels in love with her. And it didn't take much for Dana to fall for him. Love at first sight, you might say.
Gabri, my boy. My boy! Oh, brother. Yeah, it was nice. I will go grab this beer of mine.
The whole band stayed at the chalet all summer long. Then, I suppose, everyone went their own sweet way.
Did you ever see any of them again?
Oh, no.
What about Dana and Leon?
They too went their own ways, I guess. And that, Fräulein Walker, is all there is to it.
And I'm back. Wait, let me set something really quick about this model. I just need to change one thing in Stream Elements. I mean Stream Deck. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, because I forgot to do it earlier. Now can I turn... Wait, sorry guys, sorry. But... Okay, and now? Okay.
Do you know if she's still alive?
Can't be sure, but I doubt it. It was a lifetime ago, Fräulein Walker.
Where do you think she might be if she were?
No idea. Things went from bad to worse after that summer. Not to mention half the town was razed during the war.
Did Dana leave anything here? Any documents or anything that might help me find where she went?
Not that I know of. But I suppose there might be... in Father's old coffer. Must still be in the loft. Junta bought it from him that summer, so she could use it to store her precious filming gear. She was supposed to come back.
Does this wheelchair have a brakes?
Never did.
On the back?
If there is anything
Bruh.
that can help you, it will be in there. So feel free to look around the refuge by yourself if you like, even though I don't think anyone managed to open the coffer since Junta left.
Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny. Thank you so much.
It was.
What now, Fraulein? I was just about to doze off.
About Junta's coffer.
What about it?
Where did the coffer in the loft come from?
In fact, Father made it himself during the long winter evenings. He wanted something more elegant and solid than the old family coffer where he kept the takings. So he made the one upstairs, thanks to the techniques he learnt when he worked in the Vorarlberg factory in Valladolid.
Valladolid in France?
Valladolid.
That's right. The price Junta paid was equivalent to a month's worth of takings. Money well spent, though, because it was built like a mountain fortress.
I'll be going then. I have to put in a coin. Typical. Wrong one.
Huh. So they added the photo option.
That's the fabled Silberspiegel.
Oh. What? I'm playing on controller. Are you blind? You can literally see A, B, X, and I letters. Or even the menu on the top.
Wow, that pass is breathtaking.
Yeah, and breathtaking is also the name of this reshape. Gabri bra.
I wonder what's inside that tent.
¿Qué es de sala?
The coffer Junta used for her equipment is up in the loft.
I guess there must be an access to the attic from the first floor. Maintaining the refuge must be a huge job. As tough as Lenny is, I hope she has some help when she needs it.
Now with the mouse it would look like this. See? I mean, you just have the mouse on the screen. And with pad I can just move around.
That must be the piano Dana played on the night she met Leon. The night Lenny told me about. That must be the piano Dana played on the night she met Leon. The night Lenny told me about. A mechanical stove. Seen better days. Another object with the look of the Vorarlberg workshop.
Ah, I see I'm not the only one stuck here. Bah, pull up a seat and together we can moan about being stuck here.
Moan.
Thank you, but I have things to do.
I hope you can stay until this evening at least. In London they have the changing of the guard. Here we get the changing of the colors. I guarantee it's worth the wait. English?
American, actually.
Oh,
What's the difference?
you've come so far then. Besides, it's always nicer to be stranded in good company. From Belgium myself, on a world climbing tour.
Stranded?
Didn't you know? They've closed the Teufelskragen. That's the path they call the Devil's Pass.
So that's what all the fuss is about.
All down to climate change.
You mean the thaw, right?
Made the path too dangerous.
Gabriel, because you prefer gears.
Apparently resulted in a morbid discovery.
Oh?
Bodies of resistance fighters. Killed while leading refugees to Switzerland. Frozen solid.
Resistance fighters? You mean frozen since the Second World War?
That's what the paper says.
Is that what the tent's for?
It's a temporary chapel of rest that the rescue team made while waiting for the bodies to be airlifted out.
I see. I guess there's no reason to disrespect the departed, even after all these years.
I only hope all this sudden interest from excavationists puts an end to the stupid rumors that a strange creature haunts the Silberspiegel. Otherwise, you can be sure as soon as the old lady pops her clogs, this place will become run over by those infernal tourists.
Can you tell me about this Devil's Pass?
Oh, it's on the far side of the cirque, looking out from the terrace. As you can imagine, it's called Devil's Pass because it's extremely dangerous. Most of all because of the risk of avalanche. Only seasoned alpinists can negotiate it, really. As a professional alpinist myself, what I love about it is knowing I'm climbing in the tracks of courageous climbers of bygone times. There's a real sense of history about it. For example, resistance fighters used it during the war to smuggle vagrants and other victims of the Brown Shadow into Switzerland.
I've had some experience with fantastic fauna myself. But what do you make of the so-called strange creature that roams the mountain?
Just another local fairy tale to pull in the tourists, if you ask me. They say it lives in prehistoric caves. And that it's responsible for people going missing. Ooh. Some even say that the mysterious cries you can hear on some nights are the creature calling for a mate. In other words, the usual twaddle you normally get in remote or uncharted places like the high mountain or the deep sea. Twaddle passed down from generation to generation, through sheer ignorance.
Surely, from what I read on the way here, the cries could come from an animal native to the area, couldn't they?
That is my thinking exactly. No doubt a bear with something caught in his throat. It happens, you know. Probably scared a tourist one evening, or... maybe it was young pranksters.
What about those frozen bodies they discovered at the foot of Devil's Pass?
Well, due to climate change, the snow line has receded, revealing the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War. Most probably resistance fighters and exiles trying to flee fascist occupiers and reach Switzerland.
Doesn't mean you have to. And are you using Cassandra or the guy?
Poor wretches have been imprisoned ever since. Until today. That is why the authorities have blocked access to the pass, so they can take the bodies out, identify them, and give them a proper burial.
I see. I saw the tent at the foot of the pass through the spyglass outside. Didn't realize it sheltered such a gruesome discovery, though. Right. Thanks for cluing me in. Anyway, I better get back to what I was doing.
You are welcome, Fräulein.
Reminds me of Hans's automatons in Valladolid.
Valladolid. Wait, am I saying it right or not? I think in Polish version it was Valladolid.
Lenny's father must have made this stair lift to help her get up and down the stairs. Must have taken him many hours. It's touching when you think about it. An old book? The Magic Mountain by Thomas Mann? Funny. My grandparents left me a copy before they died when I was a kid. I should get around to reading it someday.
Oh.
This must be Lenny's room.
I know that she's...
Not sure I'm allowed in here, really. Keep your servant also from willful sins. May they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of great transgression. Sweet. Photos of the refuge. Looks like they're arranged by time period. These date from before the war. There's even one from the summer when Dana worked at the refuge.
Maybe.
There are no photos of the occupation of Vaughan by the Brown Shadow. I guess that corresponds to when Lenny and her father had to leave the refuge. All these photos go up to the 80s, including my date of birth. This series ends at 2002, 3 years ago, when I began my journey with Oscar and Hans's train.
Yeah, what the timing. Oh.
That's pretty impressive. Obviously helps Lenny get up and about. She's still sitting there, watching. Wonder what she's thinking about.
That she could learn how to play a piano. So she could hit on better guys. Oh yeah, I know that she's canon because it's said. I mean, in Origins, you can find her spear or something like that. I mean, the spear from Origins, and that says it's from Cassandra or something like that. I kinda remember something like that, like this. Am I right, or...? Ah. Oh wait, in Vikings? Or so... Okay, I cannot remember, but it was in some later game, right?
It's cold in here. Another of those cigar butts. So that's the painting Dana told Lenny's father to buy. Not bad. And similar in style to my painting. Wonder what the others were like. There. But who could have left it open?
Secret agent.
Austere. Looks like a storage room. I guess there must be an access to the attic from the first floor. Dormitories. I wonder how many people stop at the refuge these days.
None. Wait, we won't go in yet. Let's see if I can tag with this guy or...
If this goes on, I'll end up reading my way through the entire bookcase.
That is gear. But yeah.
What now, Fräulein? I was just about to doze off.
How did you meet Leon Kobatis?
Why do you ask? You from the police or something?
No. I just thought I'd ask, since you seem to appreciate him. Didn't you?
Fräulein, when I said you could look in the guest rooms, it didn't include my room. But yes, like I said before, he was a regular customer even before the episode with Dana. To me, he was like a movie star. What young girl wouldn't be bowled over by a young, handsome alpinist? And to top it off, an Olympic medalist?
Engines, would you?
I'll be going then.
But I have to say, I really like Kate Walker outfit. So you prefer Olympic medalists than me, Annie James, I see.
Take-up reel. Like the ones used on old cinema projectors.
And I like making a closed room. Mr.
I must remember to ask Lenny about it.
No, Anna Volanberg? Oh my god.
Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
Okay, so let's ask her then. So we will be able to complete the side. Wait. Yeah, about hiding, not opening. So yeah, I have to ask her then. Hi, James. I figured that much, but thanks. And James, what if he was just pretending to be nice?
What now, Fräulein? I was just about to doze off.
Can you tell me about the resistance medal with your name on it?
Sure, I was in the Resistance. Not for those medals, though. Nothing but tin charms. You see, there's those who received medals, and those that were killed. And besides, they aren't gonna give me my legs back, are they?
No, but they prove you played a part in the liberation of your country.
Puh, nonsense. Nothing but bad memories. I'd rather not talk about it.
I'll be going then.
I came here literally for nothing. Unless he cannot find out of the legend.
If you get a chance, have a look at the Silberspiegel at sunset. The colors are a marvel of nature.
I don't care anymore. Let's open this box.
This must be Yunta's coffer, the one Lenny spoke about.
Oh wait! It's what we could see. Wait.
Olivia sent me a plane ticket for New York. What if... No, forget it.
Okay, this one is fine, I think. Yeah, I think this seems legit. I'm not sure about it though. Huh. This one is fine, I think. Okay. Ah, it's easier. Wait. Ah. I see. Wait. Oh, I thought it would rotate. Never mind. Wait, it will, right? Because I can already see it's not, you know, looking properly. I know what I want to do, but I'm not sure how. Oh my god. I can do it, but brute force, but
Take-up reel. Like the ones used on old cinema projectors.
wait. Projectors? Is there any projector? James, you should know.
Looks like I can slide these images on the side, in and out.
That much can I see by myself. Unless, wait. Maybe I don't have to put all of them. Big brain moment.
Amazing. Now it shows the view from the terrace.
Oh wait, I think I understand. I need the number of killmates? Yeah, 1 to 7. Okay, and here was moderators 6, 6, 3. I thought it would work.
Amazing. Now it shows the view from the terrace.
Or it's Madonna Trace. Wait. No, wait. Huh. I will need to get out to check this out. Let me just take a look at the name of it. Because James doesn't want to help us, Kappa. But James, I bet you are surprised that I knew what is it about. Delegates. It's okay. He's really right. So it's gonna be Madonna lenses. But wait, I have used both of those. Unless it should be 630 because of this, you know, hot content. Pink. Angle. Oh yeah, angle. 36 angle. So maybe angle is counted as 0. James, if you want to, you may say maybe not an answer, but what am I missing? Unless I had to press something? No.
I should try to use some coordinates from the spyglass with the locks on Yunta's coffer.
That much I know. You let's wait for another answer? I mean, a hint? Because this... The one on the right is really right. I mean, on the left as well, but... 1, 2, 7. One, 2, 7.
I should try to use some coordinates from the spyglass with the locks on Yunta's coffer.
What do you mean wrong photos? And what? The left one is right. Surely, right? Wait.
Amazing. Now it shows the view from the terrace.
Bruh, I thought it meant things which should be in the place where are those numbers, you know, like those numbers, right? Were in the spot of this place, you know, like below it, right? Below the mountain, and the same go with this. It was photo, a picture of this, right? But I thought it meant the entrance of it, because numbers were in this place. So I got a good idea, but wrong answer.
I'll need a key to open it.
You know what I mean, right?
This one says Lenny, director. So I guess Lenny did get to make her film after all.
Can I ask her about it?
This one says Lenny, director. So I get Wagen Refuge, 1937. Yunta's films, taken during the summer Dana worked here. No doubt Yunta must have written this. Summer 1937. The year Dana worked here. Let's see. I filled my last diary last night. Ordered another one, but still waiting for supplies to be delivered to the refuge. Using an old envelope in the meantime. Today invited Dana for a chat after her shift.
What's going? We good? Oh. For a moment I was surprised.
I'd like to know what Leon sees in her. I've never seen him so smitten. Thanks for popping up, Dana. How did the shift go?
Fine, same as usual.
Just finishing up here, then I'll make us a nice cup of tea.
Wow, that looks futuristic. What is it?
Ah, that little baby is my viewer. That's why it goes in the coffer.
What does it do?
I use it to put together and edit the rushes.
The what?
Rushes. In other words, the strips of unedited footage. I've finished today's selection, so be a dear and put it in the coffer, would you?
I would if I knew how.
Oh, just turn the key in the lock.
Thanks to the comment found in 5 by Kate, you can relive the events of the past in the Skype. Use the information done again in the past to progress with Kate. Bruh! Ah, because I will need to hide this key right now, right? Or something.
The key Yunta asked me to hide.
Let's see where.
Dana, be a darling and put the key somewhere safe. You can't be too careful with these mountain people, especially with that little Lenny sniffing around my equipment all the time.
Let's see. Let's...
Where do you normally put it?
I have a little hiding place over there.
Let's see.
Is this where you want me to put the key?
Yes, there's a dear.
Yunta's key should be safe in there.
Okay, now let's go back to the Kate, I think.
Just need to finish preparing for the filming tomorrow, then we can chat away to our heart's content. If you could just fetch me a new roll of film from the darkroom, then we're done.
That's a lot of equipment you have there. If you don't mind my asking, how do you manage to pay for it all?
Oh, that's easy. Especially when you know a few generous patrons of the arts, dear.
And you pay them with your body.
Do you take the photos of the athletes? You're not often lonely then.
Well, look at our sweet little waitress. Doesn't she have a saucy mind? It's called art, dear. My work aims to explore every facet of youth and the vitality of bodies.
I bet it does.
I really ignored that you didn't answer to my question.
Mention the brown shadow.
Rather my sentence.
According to Father, their influence is growing among the population. Now that I've had the misfortune of meeting Herr Huss here, I understand his concern. Here are the film rolls Yunta asked me for.
Blank. Looks like a real life photos.
I love your photos!
Ah, well, they each represent an element of mountain wildlife and flora I've photographed recently. I use them as a sort of checklist.
A checklist, huh?
Okay, got it. We have reached the end of the events from the past described in the document. Continue to explore those events, though. All information you need to progress in 5 remain available. It's up to you to find them.
Darn it. The end of Yunta's notes. Impossible to know what happened next. But maybe I can figure out how to open the cover from what I've read.
Did you take this picture?
Of course.
And Herr Hurst? What's he doing with the Origin expedition?
Unfortunately, all scientific expeditions sponsored by the Brown Shadow come with a chaperone like him. There to make sure their funds are used as they see fit. In other words, that there is no divergence with regards
Those
to...
colors remind me of the game called The Saboteur. Do you know it?
How did you get to film them training?
Oh, it was a commission. Lucky, really. Right place, right time kind of thing. Of course, I jumped at the chance because it meant I could film Leon in action at last.
Of course.
How did you and Leon get together? I mean, how did you...
We're just friends, if that's what you want to know.
Herr Gustav's radio. Looks like he customized it, probably to compensate for the wave disturbance due to the mountains.
Leon Canadian action.
Get away.
I just you would get scared, right?
Yunta's coffer key. According to Yunta's notes, there was a room on the other side. I can't reach it anymore, but Dana could.
Let's pull it.
Must have got it wrong. Better try something else. Where can I find the combination for the mechanism?
In the past? Oh wait, yeah. So okay, it was like guys in here. Okay, gonna need to check it. I say that I was thinking that those numbers were supposed to be things which were right in the place of numbers, like the entrance of these hills, not what was on the image itself. Okay, so house, mountains, and flower. Okay, okay, so Shulleri flower goes here, and now mountain and or like this. Oh wait. Is the forest? Oh wait, it means this photo kit. Never mind. Okay, so goat flower mountains. Goat flower mountains. Yeah, so I got it right, I'm James, but at the same time I got it wrong, you know. Like I knew what is what about from the very beginning, but I thought that it means other coordinates. Wait, do we have 2 of them?
I'll watch this one afterwards.
Ah, I see, okay.
Impossible.
Yeah, I'm not that stupid. I knew that something is missing. Back in my times. Okay. Not really, but I recognize stuff like that. Gabriel, what exactly? My server or my private one? She's mad. I didn't. I meant those lines. I mean, projector films. Not the one which would have 2 parts. Projector parts. Rather films. But I knew that this film had to go somewhere. You know, I can connect to that. Like I could connect to film. Because now the projector film on the right will have this film which we just played. Actually, it's kind of funny. They're wearing shirts or something like that, right? And yet, Kate is wearing jacket. The end. Okay, so what about my server? I cannot see a thing.
Interesting footage. I should rewind and remove the first reel before putting this one on. I've already seen this reel.
How do you rewind then? I have to roll it, right? Oh, yeah, like this. Oh. It's working already? Okay, good. Oh, okay. I didn't have stealth. Harder? Like coffee? What? Darker, like coffee. Why harder? And coffee. Unless you make coffee and white properly. Because you got two words wrong in one sentence. She really didn't hear us. And now we get shoot. Kappa. What? Are we gonna close her in? Oh, never mind. Wait, what? Why are you hiding? We're on the left. That's it. And now kiss.
Lenny didn't say she filmed a fight between Dana and Leon.
Right?
I'd better go back and see her to find out about it.
Angels, it wasn't that hard, to be honest. If I have to be honest, I just understand wrong with the thing with mountains, right? Coordinates. And the rest was fine. Were you surprised that for some reason I understood a lot of those things so easy?
Demoiselle Lenny, I saw the film you shot of Dana and Leon.
So Junta kept it. She got so cross when she discovered I'd rummaged through her stuff. She most certainly had secrets of her own, that one.
I know it was ages ago, but can you recall what happened between Dana and Leon that day?
You do like flogging a dead horse, don't you, Fräulein?
Gabriel, say it, and what?
Since Junta never let me use her camera, I decided not to ask her anymore. Like that, she couldn't say no, could she? And that's when I heard them arguing.
How could you agree to this, Leon? How could you?
I told you I had no choice. The local guide for Baltayar can't do it anymore. He got injured.
There are plenty of other guides in Wagen. Why does it have to be you? Just tell them to find someone else.
Look, Dana, I didn't want to tell you, but...
But what?
Frank Huss, that brute from the other night. He's the one that made the call here. In other words, he's taking revenge by sending me to the other side of the world with the Origin expedition. And he said that if I refused, something might happen. Not just to me, but to you as well.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You're a Vegarian and so are your parents, right? Well, Huss says it won't be long before the Brown Shadow is in power, and he made it clear that something was brewing, and that you and your parents would be first on the list.
What list?
I don't know, but it can't be
I
good.
like how they show that they're sleeping already with each other.
Dear God.
With each other.
Dana, darling, the world's gone crazy. Promise me you'll be very careful. It will be all right if you just watch yourself and what you say. I've asked Junta to stand by you just in case. It won't be long, darling. Half a school year at the Music Academy. I'll be home for Christmas. Promise.
Yeah, you do. Sorry, Flux mentioned
Come
that.
here now, my pretty Edelweiss.
Edelweiss? Oh look, the mirror.
Call me
It's
that,
kinda
you know
working.
I don't like it.
It's true, though. That's exactly where you are, my pretty Edelweiss.
If you keep that up, Leon Kobatis, I'll find you a nickname too.
Go on then.
All right.
Yowkies.
Your nickname will be Alpine Lover from now on.
All right, but maybe you ought not to say this in public.
And James, he doesn't have a choice. So he knows about agreeing or not.
I could stay here forever.
They were shouting at each other 2 years ago, and now the eye lowers once again. Bruh. Like a Conan. Why?
There, Fräulein Walker. That is all I have to say. I hope this time you have what you need to continue on your journey.
Yeah, I have. Let's
Thank
go.
you, Demoiselle Lenny. But there is just one more thing. You mentioned a music academy? They must have ledgers and archives. Maybe I'll be able to find out whether Dana left an address there.
Well, it hasn't moved. It's still in Wagen. Go to the musicians' district. It's right next to the musical square. That's all I can tell you. So if you don't mind, Fräulein.
Thank you. Then that's where I'll continue my search.
Is it really worth your while to keep looking for Dana? Is it not just another pipe dream, Fräulein? I get the impression there have been others.
I prefer to look at it as a calling. Besides, I don't have much choice. Thanks to you, she's a part of me now.
As you wish. I hope you find what you are looking for.
Thank you. Again. I've got everything I need from here, I guess. Best get back to the guest house. Get some rest. I'll go to the music academy first thing in the morning.
I guess because I didn't learn any... I was supposed to get some information earlier. I think it was about this place, right?
That must be the notice the alpinist at the refuge spoke about. It prohibits access to Devil's Pass due to the bodies of the resistance fighters found on the ice.
Yeah, I think this is what I didn't check out before. You know, the water side quest. Because to be honest, I noticed those stairs just... I don't know.
It's time for me to take the tramway again. I just have to go back
15
on the
minutes
path
ago?
I came by. Oh, it's dazzling up here. I can see why they call it the Silberspiegel. Silber means silver, and Spiegel is mirror. The silver mirror. It certainly lives up to its name.
I think once again someone will spy on ice.
I found her, my sweet Katusha. The girl in
My
the
sweet?
painting. Her name is Dana. Dana Rose.
That's nice, Kate. Real nice.
I'm gonna find out who she was, just like I promised you.
Nothing more than a good old adventure to forget your grief, I guess. You should go, Kate, or you're gonna miss the tram. There will always be a train for you.
Oh, a train, right. Yeah, it's this guy from the Sphere game. I recognize him. Nice view. I would like to visit a place like this. Seems we should go to sleep first, because the whole day passed. And now someone should attack me.
Gosh, what a day! I hope Oscar's okay, wherever he is.
In our
I'm
room.
not abandoning him. I just need to find him. Closed. It's late. Frau Wagner must have gone to bed.
But the door is open. Logic. Let's check out some news. Project Dana?
No results about Dana. She probably never got famous. Huh. Yunta. Demoiselle Lenny told me a lot about her. But was she some kind of spy?
Well, da.
It's a shame that Demoiselle Lenny is so modest about having been a member of the Resistance. She's a true hero. Nothing relevant. The expedition...
Oh, wait! I did not notice it was a side quest, and yet I did.
The more I discover about Dana, the more I get the feeling I'm only scratching the surface of Wada's history. Oh, what?
I didn't know you are the camera of this game. Kappa. Oh, she's in other outfit. Shock and fear. You just say so sometimes. Ah, we're gonna see USA. Finally, after 4 games. No, but seriously, did you mean hate or love? Wow.
Is that you, Katie?
Yes, Mom! I mean, who else can it be?
Oh, hello, Munchkin.
Munchkin?
Another letter for Dad. Last time it took Mom days to find the strength to open it.
Who knows when it will be open?
Grandpa and Grandma from New York gave it to me for my last birthday. I really ought to read it, or at least dog-ear the pages so it looks like I did.
Pills? Or mother, likely. It seems like our father died?
The piano that Mom ordered will soon be here. Couldn't bring myself to tell her that I wanted a drum kit instead. Mom bought those again.
Yes, Mom.
Wow. I hope I get to travel around the world too when I grow up.
I do this. What a nice house. Imagine cleaning those windows. Why do you love them sometimes?
Is everything okay, Katie? How are you doing with your homework, Munch? Are you getting bored, Katie? Cause if you... Is everything okay, Katie?
I'd love to play with Mom's music box in the living room.
No, it's the music box, right? Counted as being box, I mean. Okay, so I check other stuff.
We haven't seen Grandpa and Grandma for a long time. Mom says they'll probably come over from New York on her birthday.
Oh, okay, so it's a... What a nice song. A choice like this should be before every main quest. How can I know that picking up... I'm attacking about the last place, right? How could I know that picking up the book will be counted as main quest and I won't be able to back to the lane to ask her about
Careful
stuff?
with that, please, Munchkin.
Am I an Esper? I mean, I'm sometimes Esper, yeah, but you know what I mean.
Where'd this come from?
I already told you.
From my ass.
Grandma and Grandpa gave it to me when I was little.
Doesn't look like it's from New York, though.
I don't know. Must have been in the family forever.
I just love it.
From the main protagonist.
You've always liked it. Ever since you were little.
Actually, I'm surprised it still works.
When I'm big?
Maybe, if you're a good girl, when I get old.
So when will that be then?
Later, Katie.
Later. Oh, the grab it by the ass, not by the neck. NANI?! Yeah, let's just fly away from here.
But when?
In a very, very long time, I guess. When I'll be gone.
April wasn't young, Honey Gems. I mean, we didn't have any young moment. Oh wait, phew. Okay, now I guess, never mind. Sorry, it take me a moment to understand it.
Dear Kate, wherever you are now, despite the sad news it contains, I hope this letter reaches you in time.
I mean, we know the sentence, so for letter, so I just keep it.
Ah, what the hell?
Don't tell me you are gonna cut her.
You want me to call you Olivia? Fine. I've survived worse criticism.
Most introspection before you call Olivia. On the bed? Or where?
I shouldn't put it off. I better call Olivia while I have the courage.
Last time you do this on the bed. Okay, so most likely it's some chair. No, I see some package here.
Who do you think you are, Olivia Foster? It's easy to judge and lecture me from New York. You know nothing about what I've gone through, of what I've had to endure since leaving Hans.
Oh, brother. It's gonna be mad that we are calling at night, unless it's some different time zone. Okay, where is inspection? Intersection.
At this hour, I doubt I'll be disturbing anyone if I use a phone booth at reception. This is not the time to surf the web. If I don't call Olivia now, I never will. Looks like I'm not the only one who can't sleep tonight.
Oh, we are just going on our
I don't know why I
foots.
should be so nervous about making a simple phone call. I mean, hey, I've crossed Europe, been in all sorts of danger, and yet look at me here. I'm worrying about talking to my former best friend. When I think I used to spend my life on the phone gossiping with her. So what do I risk? Criticism?
So she stole our boyfriend. Already this phone looks like he's looking at us.
The one who missed her mother's funeral because she was breaking rocks at the bottom of a mine. In any case, Olivia hasn't stopped criticizing me ever since I left Valladolid on Hans Vorarlberg's train.
Literally looks like he's holding his phone in the hand.
I mean, come on. Isn't she the one who took advantage of my absence to get her hooks into Dan?
Exactly.
Now look at me, mulling over old grudges.
That's
exactly what I wanted to escape from when I decided to go with Hans in his train to Syberia.
That's all because of Olivia.
And then there was the departure with the Uccle tribe, their seasonal migration. Come on, Kate, for Christ's sake, stop procrastinating. Just make the darn call and get it over with.
Let's do it. They have a coin? What are a coin? Yeah, I remember phones like this that you had to... I mean, I'm not sure how it's properly called, but rotate them? Rotation phone? My grandmother had something like this. And you had to wait the whole turning phase so it will be counted as a proper number.
Hello? Hello? Mr. Canton, is that you? Who's there, please?
It's me, yeah, the best at it.
Got your letter, Olivia.
Kate, I sent it 2 years ago.
I know, things have been complicated.
Complicated? I see. And so when are you coming back to New York? You know, to visit your mother's grave?
You know I can't come back, Olivia. I'm still wanted by the police over the sale of the Vorarlberg factory.
Oh, I haven't forgotten, believe me. If only you knew how much the accusations hurt your mother. Visits from the police, the requisitions, and just when she was diagnosed, too. And yet the poor woman never stopped hoping that her daughter would come back one day. Or at least call to help her in her final days.
It's kinda right. In Syberia too, we just called her once. Or rather, she called us once. And we just were like, I cannot tell right now. Right now, see you later.
I'm calling precisely because I do care. It's just that ever since Katyusha's death and escaping from the mine, well, things have been, complicated. And then there's the woman in the painting, Dana.
What are you talking about, Kate? Just listen to yourself. None of what you're saying makes any sense.
Olivia, please.
Kate, Okay, listen to me. I thought you had plenty of time to think about how you abandoned all of us. Me, your mother, Dan, or even that poor Mr. Canton.
Who's Mr.
And maybe felt at least some remorse. But I guess I was dreaming. All you do is keep chasing castles in the sky and ignore those who care about you.
I get why you're mad. Do you think I'm not mad at myself?
Well, I hope so.
But there's nothing I can do now to change what happened. It's over, Olivia. All I have now is the woman in the painting.
Oh, Kate, I should have known. And I should never have asked you to call me. Goodbye, Kate. I hope you find whatever it is you've been looking for these past 3 years. One thing's for sure, though. You wanted to be alone, and that's how you're gonna stay.
Go to the beach. And Olivia too. Okay, you were supposed to be a joke. You didn't get it. Sorry guys, I know it's kind of side moment or something, but I can't stop myself. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, it's kind of funny. I like to make a jokes like this. Oh. Mother of God, it is perfect. Diana. Okay, the second protagonist is called Dana, right? But for some reason I think about it as Diana. And of course we are sleeping in our makeup. You know, I'm just joking because all the time gears in games are quite pretty with makeup and all. Get only Kailh, but the top section to Olivia. Yes.
Okay, let's go, kiddo.
Actually, I think most of people.
Day, another page.
I think that most people forgot even that Kailh was a lawyer.
A new day in Vaughan. I must take the tram to that music academy where Dana Rose was a student in the 1930s. With a bit of luck, they'll have kept her records.
Mm-hmm. And this is where we are gonna end this series. I mean this stream, sorry. We just ended the whole day, so I think it's fitting. And we'll uncover other problems, other streams.